But it seems like, it just seems like every other day I'm losing another friend, and there's another, some sort of disastrous news showing up on my doorstep, and I just keep thinking, goodness, man, is this what getting older is like? You just watch all your friends go. I guess it is. But I guess the good side of that is that I'm still here to talk about them. And you know, it's not always people. Sometimes it's your pets. Not long ago, we had to put one of our pets down, and I had never done that. And I told my wife, I'll take care of it. You just relax, honey, I'll take care of it. I cried like a baby for 3 days over this thing. And my buddy Mark is here tonight, and he just said he had to just put his dog down. Old Max had to be put down. I'm sorry, Mark, I'm going to do a song for Max tonight. Well, I can't stand a collar, it makes it hard to swaller, but where you go I'll follow. Hey, I'm a lucky dog. I can't get used to getting all this loving petting. You're about to spoil me rotten. Hey, I'm a lucky dog. I used to be a homeless hound. I was running round up and down every street in town. Oh, but then I found you, baby, and one kiss drove me crazy. There ain't no ifs or maybes, baby, I'm a lucky dog. Play. This is one of those silly songs I wrote, it has to be 25 years ago I wrote this song. I wrote it after my little neighbor girl that lived about half a mile down the gravel road from me. She walked up to my house one day, and she had an old shaggy stray dog that she'd picked up on the way up the hill. And we sat down there on the front porch, and I said, what's the story on this dog, Cindy? She said, well, this is my new dog. I said, didn't you just pick him up on the way up the hill? And she said, yeah. I said, well, have you talked to your parents about it? And she said, no, but I'm confident they'll see it my way. She's like 6 years old, and she's talking like that. And I said, well, I sure hope they do, you know, because if they do, that old dog is going to be one of the luckiest dogs ever. Because I knew she'd take good care of him, and when she got up and walked away, I sat there watching him walk down the driveway. This old nasty, shaggy, half-bald mutt, and that little 6-year-old girl. And I said, man, there goes one lucky dog. So I wrote this song. I just grabbed my guitar right there on the front porch. A few weeks later, I called my buddy Bill Caswell out in Oklahoma, and he helped me finish it up. But anyway, you know, it was just a fun little song. I didn't think nothing of it, but I was a paid professional songwriter, you see. And when you're a paid professional songwriter, the contract says you have to give them every song you write. So I gave them this little silly song about a dog, thinking they would just laugh and throw it in the trash. A few days, 3 or 4 days later, my phone rang, and it was my publisher. He said, Verlon, got some great news for you. I said, what? He said, Johnny Cash is in the studio right now over there at Columbia Records, and they're recording your Lucky Dog song. I said, you're kidding me. I said, this calls for a celebration. Because you see, I got to thinking Johnny Cash, even back then, Johnny Cash was a worldwide, world famous artist that sold millions of records. And I started figuring up the royalties that I might be able to do this. And I thought, man, I'm going to go celebrate. And I didn't have any money, so I grabbed a couple of credit cards. And I went out and I just had a pretty good party and carried on and got home about the time the sun was coming up, and I still wasn't quite finished celebrating, so I went shopping. I didn't really need anything. I just felt like going shopping, and I bought stuff that I didn't need. I bought like a red velvet jumpsuit and a riding lawnmower and a bunch of stuff I didn't need. Anyway, I didn't care because I'm thinking, it don't matter. Those royalties, this is Johnny Cash. This is all going to turn out fine. And I went back home and I started my recovery process. And about 3 days, when I was all recovered from my celebration, my phone rang again, and it was my publisher. And I said, hey, Sam, what's going on? He goes, Verlon, I got some bad news. I said, what? He said, well, apparently Mr. Cash had a little disagreement with the folks over there at Columbia Records, and they've decided to postpone the release of your Lucky Dogs. It's been postponed now for 25 years. And the worst part about this is that I had to drive by Columbia Records every day. It's right there on Music Row in Nashville, Tennessee, and I drive up that street, and I know there's a vault, and I know there's a shelf, and I know there's a tape, and on that tape there's a song, and it's my song, sang by Johnny Cash. No, I take that back. That's not the worst part. The worst part of this story is that I just now got those credit cards paid off. Anyway, aside from that plowing girl, this is the thing that probably bothers me the most in my whole life, is knowing that I got a song on a tape somewhere, Johnny Cash singing my songs, and I've never got to hear it. It's to the point where I lay in bed almost every night trying to go to sleep, and I get, you know how that works, you get right to the edge of sleep and you're about to go over the cliff into darkness and get a good night's sleep, and then I hear it. Every night I hear it. It's him, and he's singing my song. Well, it sets my tail to wagging, my tongue's almost dragging. I can't keep from bragging, chewing, I'm a lucky dog. I used to be a homeless house. I was running around up and down every street in town. Oh, but then I found you, baby, and the one kiss drove me crazy. There ain't one if there may be, baby, I'm a lucky dog. There ain't one if there may be, baby, I'm a lucky dog.